Hello, so today we are going to do a video on packaging, labeling and sending out products. You can see the products here, going to go in that box over there, and we're just going to go through how we do that. So you've added it all to your inventory. If you haven't done that, then you need to work out how to do that. But once it's in your inventory, now we're going to send it into Amazon. So what we do here is we go to top left-hand corner, inventory, manage all inventory, which will come back to the page that we were on. And now we want to have a look at the items we're going to send in, which is this one. Just click them, all the ones you want to send in. Sometimes it's certainly on this shipment, you have to put all the products in there first and work out which ones will fit. Also, the weight of it. I want to send these in, but unfortunately, they make the box a little bit heavy. So we're going to leave those and we're going to leave these for another shipment because they won't fit in there and the box is too heavy. Amazon could do with a way of telling you what would fit into what box and with what weight, because the only way around it is to click what you want, then go through to the next step and then go, it doesn't all fit in and it's too heavy. But that's just the way it is with Amazon. So that one's not going in, which is this one because of weight and size issues. So we'll just keep clicking the ones that are going in. Again, Bovril, which is here, is not going in yet because they are heavy. You can imagine a little jar of essentially Marmite. They're quite heavy. This one's going in. This one's going in. I've worked out basically to fill that box and the right weight with the items I have. So let's have a look. Is that everything I wish to send in? Nope. That needs to go in. Let's just double check. My apologies. I have them, but they're not going in. That's not going in yet either. That's not going in yet either. And we have one of those to send in as well. And I believe that is everything that needs to go in at the moment. This is something to take on board. Like items like this one here, you can only send it in by itself. You can't put any other items in with the box, and you usually only find that out once you click there, and it will tell you at the end it has to go in a box by itself. And then usually you've got to start all over again, and you just kind of learn as you go. A little bit annoying, but it is what it is. So then we go to action on 10 selected, send a replenish inventory. And that will, you've selected 10 listings. Yes, continue. And we now have the listings that are going to be sent into the zone. Wait for that to load. And now we have to pack individual. How many items of each? It will tell you here. I have already done this, but I'm just resetting it just so you can see. But you have to go into prep. Like, for example, prep required on this one, which is some tiny little, you can see they're 0.75 ounce, tiny little kind of tooth whitening things. You go into the prep and it will tell you there what prep you need to do. Most of it is no prep needed. But on this one, it's small. So it's got to go in transparent poly bag with a suffocation warning. These are little things you need to take into account if you're doing kind of small things. And it then gives you the option of, do you want to prep it or do you want Amazon to? Now, all that means is you could just chuck all your inventory in the box and label nothing, and Amazon will label it at 35p each. But if you imagine the amount of stock you send in, this is about 80 items, 35p per item. It certainly adds up. Buy seller, and again, I label the units. You have different things. So if we just go to this one, for example, in fact, we can't do that one. Go back to prep required. You have certain things like baby products have got to be in certain kind of bags, obviously, because suffocation warnings, liquids, dangerous things like aerosols, perfumes, etc. But you will soon get the hang of it. That's really not anything to worry about. Now we're going to, how many of each item we're going to send in. So 10 of this one, ready to pack. Make sure you get this right because once you click kind of confirm at the end, you get it wrong, you have to start all over again. Or if you get it wrong, you send it to Amazon and it's all wrong the other end. Not good. So I'm just going to go through these. I already know how many of each item there is because I've actually already completed this, and then I decided to redo it all just so I can film it so you lovely people can watch. 9 of them. The expiry dates, I've got to go in for certain things, which is it's nasal drops, so you can imagine obviously they have an expiry on it. Get the expiry on that one, ready to pack. We have 6 of them, ready to pack. We have 30 of these tiny little things, and these each have to go in their own tiny little bag. I have already filled all these out, so I remember exactly what's written on the items. Ready to pack. 4 of them, which are these little things. Octopuses. There's 2 in a bag there, so I have to take 1 out of a bag, put it in another bag, 1 out of a bag, put in another bag, and same with these 2 as well. Ready to pack. And 10 of them. 2026. Cool. So now they're all ready to pack, and as you can see, there are 79 units to print off. So we're completely done now, and what we can do is print SKU labels. And if you look at some of them, or one of them in this instance, labeling is not actually required, which is this one here. No labeling required. So the item you can just put in the box with no labels. The rest of them you can see print SKU label, print SKU label, print SKU label. And you can print them all individually, but let's just print all of them in one go. It makes sense. So print them all off, and you can see here, go to print all, and it will appear down here, labels. And these are all the labels. Now you can see you fit 27 to a page. You can actually buy A4 size labels that are pre-cut to fit 27. And I'll go to the printer now and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So we'll print. Let's go to print, and you'll see the print preview of it, which is there. We've got 4 pages. Annoyingly, we've got 1 with just 1 on it. So let's go upstairs to the printer now. So here you can see I get these from Labels for You, and you can see there's 27 labels per page. We need 4 of them. 1, 2, 3. And you can kind of see they're perforated as such. These are the labels that are postage labels to go on the boxes. Yeah, essentially we need 4 of them. In they go to the printer, label side down. And here come the labels. As you can see, 1 sticker to each little label that's printed out. You can get a little thermal printer for this. Sorry, my tree's just shedding all over it. But for now, I just continue to use my printer. And you can see all the little labels now. Individually, they have to go on all the items, and that can be quite time consuming. You can pay other people to do it, companies, warehouses, but I'm doing it for now. So all those labels now go on all the products that I'm shipping off. So let's just show you how we label it, what we do with the barcodes, because these are the barcodes that Amazon are going to scan when someone buys the product to post out to the customer. So you don't want the barcodes that come on the product to be visible. So we have to cover the barcodes, as we don't want Amazon skipping this. And this is, scanning this. And this is where you can pay 35p for Amazon to scan that and put their own sticker on, but 35p, it certainly adds up, doesn't it? So we're going to get that label here. Like so. There we go. So that is now labeled. That's what it would originally look like. And this is how now it will be sent to the customer. That's now ready to ship off to Amazon. So we can label this one up, we'll label all these up, and we'll move on to another product just to show you. So here's another product, and again, we just find the barcode, and we cover the barcode with the sticker. Like so. They're all now labelled up, ready to send off. They're all labelled up and ready to send off. Now, things like this come in packs of 3. So we're going to have to make them into packs of 3, put them into their own little bag. Like so. Like so. So it's 3 in each one. You just get bags online, seal them up. You can get vacuum sealers, you can get self-sealing bags, but you get the idea. Because that's one product. When you go online and you buy it from Amazon, it's a pack of 3. So it needs to be as a pack of 3. So now we label all these up, and you get the idea. So once everything's labelled, we then get it all in that box. So let's make all this labelled and into that box. And there we go. All packaged up. A few things had to be packaged a different way, like the octopus. I actually put them in a vacuum pack sealer. Not only does it protect the product, but also save space in posting. So they're vacuum sealed. You can see the little seal at the top across there. These are put into self-sealing bags, not because they need to be, but because how do I fit such a big label on such a small product? We can curve it around the edge of the bottle, but how's their scanner at Amazon going to read it? So you've got to take that into account. So these, there's 30 of them, have all had to be individually bagged and individually labelled. They've been vacuum packed. These have been sorted into packs of 3 and labelled. It's not very often you have to multi-pack stuff, but if you do, you know how to do it. So they're multi-packed. They're sealed in bags. These need to have well, not, they have to tell you, careful you'll suffocate, written on the bags. They're vacuum packed. These are labelled. These ones didn't need labelling, so they've got the original barcodes on that Amazon will scan. And now it's ready to close up. Now, you've got to be aware that a courier is going to pick that up. So we want to pack out the top of the box, or the box, as much as possible. Now, once you start ordering lots of stock, you will get lots of this packaging, whether it's this, bubble wrap, these types of things. If a courier is going to take that box, we want to make sure it's nice and sturdy and nothing is to fly everywhere. So let's get that packaged up. I'm not going to seal the box purely because I've got 5 more of these coming tomorrow morning. I'm just going to label them and chuck them in. So you get the idea. Once it's full, you would label it and you would close it up and you would get the old parcel gun on go and close up as you would do any other box. So imagine that's all full up and it's now sealed, because that's what would be, but I'm waiting for those more of these to be delivered tomorrow. So that, for all intents and purposes, is closed and sealed. So now we come back to Amazon, pack individual units. We've labelled it all, it's all gone in the box is sealed up. And this is what I was saying earlier, they'll tell you what can go in one box. Now, annoyingly, sometimes it might say that product, for example, can't go in that box. Well, you're not going to send 10 of them by themselves. This is usually dangerous goods or hazardous materials, but also it is just random things. So usually I work out what can go in the box, what fits physically, then see if it has to be sent together or in different boxes, because it will change your mind about what you send. So, i.e., there's a box there that I can't send in that box, so I haven't bothered. You can fit it into one box or multiple boxes, it just depends. Obviously, if it fits in one box or multiple boxes. So then you want the box dimensions. Maximum size of the box is 61 centimeters. So I bought boxes that are 60 to maximize how much I can put in. Box weight, it can't be any more than 23 kilos. So let's see how much it weighs. This is where we have the old scales on the go. As you can see there, 22.1, so it's under the 23 kilo limit. Back to the computer, 22.1 kilos. Confirm packing information. Then it will tell you, warning, boxes that weigh more than 15 kilos must be clearly marked heavy package on the top and sides. Pretty self-explanatory. You can get stickers for it. I tend to just write it on with a pen If it's over 15 kilos, right on the box, every side, apart from the bottom. Heavy package. Then we go to confirm and continue. Confirming fulfillment center. This could take a few seconds. Then it will come up with ship date. Now this is not really relevant because you do it at a later stage. And you can see down there actually it costs £5.44 to send a 23 kilo box or 22.1 kilo box, 60 centimeters. This ship date really is not relevant. But I am going to get it collected on Wednesday. You can put any date. Honestly, this date really doesn't matter. Because you will either drop off at a shop, in which case the ship dates are relevant, or you will go onto the UPS website to arrange a collection, which would then mean the ship date is irrelevant. I don't know why it's there, but for me, for all I can see, it is irrelevant. Now, non-Amazon partner carrier, you obviously see Parcel Force, DPD, TNT, Yodel. That's usually if you are sending dangerous goods. This will be grayed out and you can't actually use UPS. So you have to go to your own courier as you would send a normal parcel online, and you would choose that and then put in the tracking information for it. Obviously you'd pay the courier the same way you'd normally pay a courier. So if you're buying dangerous goods or hazardous materials, stuff like this, you have to be aware that the postage costs are going to be a lot higher. So that's just some information on what that is. Then we will go to I agree. This £5.44, you don't pay. It comes out of your money that you earn at Amazon. So you don't have to, you just say, yep, happy days, take £5.44 off me when I earn some money. Then what it will do is it will generate the labels that you need for the boxes. So here you can see labels, go to print the labels. And you now have 2 labels there, you can see. So let's go print them off. So we have 2 pages that are being printed. Now, different printers probably do different things, but mine does it this way. It prints 1 per page. As you can see, you can fit 4 on there. But it likes to do 1 per page. But then I just turn the paper around and it prints the others. So not really bothered. So these now go on the boxes. As you can see there, pretty self-explanatory. Naturally, the box would be closed, but I've already explained why it's not closed. And you can see it takes up 1/4 of this page, and they're pre-cut. So, for all intents and purposes, that is now ready to go. The only reason it isn't sealed is because I'm adding extra stuff it tomorrow morning. So now we can either drop that box off at a UPS collection store, usually a local convenience store. But you start walking into a local convenience store with a box this big and that heavy. Most of them don't like it, to be honest with you, and obviously you've got to carry it around. So let's get UPS to pick it up. So we do that by going to view tracking details on the shipment, and the tracking details are here. Copy, and then we go to UPS website. What I like to put in is UPS Amazon collection, because the Amazon website can be a bit complicated. So I just type that in every time. And I believe it's this one here. Schedule parcel collection. So do you have a pre-printed UPS shipping labels? Yes, we do. Enter the tracking information. That's what we just copied. So we'll paste that in there, and you could have more than 1 box. Then you put a comma, as it says there, more than 1 box. UPS account number. My collection information is going to go in there, which I'll quickly put in. So that's been put in. Then how many packages? 1. Total weight of collections. Add all your boxes up. 21.2. Doesn't really matter too much. They're going to collect it anyway. Then what it is UPS standard. That's what you need to remember. It's UPS standard. It wants whole numbers. Oh, okay. We'll just put 21. Easier. UPS standard. Does your collection contain items that weigh more than 32 kilos? No. Then we scroll down to collection date. This is what I was saying earlier. It doesn't matter what date you put in when you get the labels. So I want it collected Wednesday. And you get a 4-hour window, basically. You can choose between 9 AM and 4 PM, and they will just turn up. Usually it's the same courier. Well, it certainly is for when they come to my property. So you usually get used to the time they do turn up. Now, I want it PM. So I'm free up in the morning, so between 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. That's the minimum you can do 4-hour window. Collection location, that would be the front door. Special instructions if you've got them. Next. Then we have next again. And so I'm just moving this away from the camera because obviously my address is on it. And it will then say there at the top, collection request complete. So that's it. They will now come and collect that box. Well, they'll come and collect a box Wednesday afternoon between 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. So there you go. There's a quick rundown on how you take items that have been delivered to you, however they've been delivered to you, wherever you source them from, how you work out what's going in what box, weight-wise, size-wise, how we label each individual item, how we label the boxes, and then how we get UPS to come and collect it from your house. Hope that was of some use to you. Thank you for watching.